Brand new from Inkbird, Wi-Fi enabled temperature controller. Would you like to know in real time if your tank overheats or gets too cold? This bad boy will send you a text alert. Stay tuned, my full review plus my pros and cons starting now. First things first, before we get to the unboxing, I need to change into my Reef gears. Much obliged, rocking the perk in the OC as usual. Now that we got the Reef gear ready, it's time to do the unboxing. One quick thing before we get started, this video is not sponsored by Inkbird, but they did send me this product for free to give my honest review of. Okay, let's get started. If you think you might be interested in this Inkbird ITC 308 Wi-Fi, I'm going to be giving this one right here away, as well as one additional one. I'm going to do one giveaway on Instagram and one giveaway on YouTube. So be sure to follow me on Instagram at MyFirstFishTank and subscribe to me here on YouTube at MyFirstFishTank and turn on those notifications. There are two ways to program your Inkbird ITC 308 Wi-Fi. The first way is just using the device itself. It's a little bit more complicated, but not too difficult if you just follow the instructions. And the second way is using your phone. All you'll need to do is to download their Inkbird Smart app. I'm gonna go over both ways, but first we're gonna go over using the product itself. To start, just hold down the set button for a couple seconds. The first thing that will come up is TS. This is what you want to set your aquarium at. I like to keep my aquarium at 78 degrees, set to whatever you want it to be, then press set. Heating differential. This is when you want the heating element to kick on. So if I set this for 3 degrees, that means when the temperature reaches 75 degrees, it will turn this one on and it will heat until it gets to 78. Cold differential is exact same thing, but for cold, this is when you want the cooling element to turn on. Set it for 3 degrees, meaning at 81 degrees, this will kick on. Alarm high, this Inkbird will make an audible alarm. It's actually quite loud, so you can probably hear it through most of your house. I will set this for 82, meaning if my tank ever gets to 82 degrees, I know there's a problem. Alarm low, same sort of thing. I'm gonna set this for 75. Press set again. PT, this just has to do with compression times. Most of us in aquariums don't even care about this. It's more for home brewers. And this is a calibration. You can calibrate your temperature probe by 1/10 of a degree so that you have like the exact temperature you're looking for. You press set one more time and it goes to centigrade or Fahrenheit. Hold down set and then you're programmed. First thing you want to do is open up your app store, then type in the word Inkbird. There are several different Inkbird apps, and I made the mistake of downloading the incorrect one. The correct one is the Inkbird Smart app right here. I downloaded the Inkbird Smart Controller and it would not work. So don't make the mistake I do. Don't get the Smart Controller, download the Smart app. You do have to set up an account. To add a device, just click on Add Device, then choose your device. We are going to be doing the ITC 308 Wi-Fi right here. Now it's asking you to confirm that the Wi-Fi light right here is blinking quickly, and click on the button. Then you have to introduce your Wi-Fi password. If this connects, you will see the Wi-Fi blinking light go off. It's solid now, and that means you are connected, so just finish the setup. To set your standard value, click down here. This is what you want your aquarium to be set at. So click on SV, you can switch it to whatever you want. Let's say we switch it to 76. And now the bottom number changed to 76. In order to change the other settings, just click on Settings. And here you go. Very easily you can change your heating differential, cooling, so on and so forth. This light will represent the heater. This fan will represent the chiller. We have cold water, hot water. So if your tank gets too cold, the heater should come on. And if it gets really cold, then the alarm should come on. So let's try it out. Okay, so the alarm's going off and the heater comes on, which is great. We're doing the exact opposite. If your tank gets too hot, the chiller should come on and there should be another alarm. Works like a charm. So now that I've played around with this for a day, would I recommend it and what are the pros and cons? Let's talk about the pros and cons first. Hands down, the best feature of this Inkbird is the notifications. All you gotta do is download the smart app, set your high temperature alarm and your low temperature alarm, turn on your notifications, and you will get an immediate text alert if your tank gets too hot or too cold. Let me show you. The biggest con of the Inkbird is my experience. I've owned 3 of these now, and the last 2 worked perfectly fine. At about 6 months, there was some error, and I couldn't get it to go away. I tried resetting it, I tried holding it down, I tried keeping it out of the power for a couple days, and nothing would change. I think what happened is the temperature probe went kaput. I have been told that one thing you can do is you can take the temperature probe and you can dip it in silicone, and that might improve the longevity of it. Another con for this is its mounting. How you mount it, and most of us will mount it to some sort of board or we'll put it underneath our stands, is there's this one little screw here. It works fine, right? But I don't know about you, but I would like to have one on the top and the bottom so that when I mount it, it doesn't wiggle. It only costs $50. Now, I know that seems like a lot of money, but if you compare it to other aquarium controllers, which of course do have more functionality, it's a pretty good deal at $50 to be able to use an iPhone app or an Android app to control it. Another pro is it's relatively easy to set using this device itself, but if you download the app, it's actually really easy to use and to make easy adjustments to on the go. You might be wondering why I went and changed my t-shirt. Well, I'm actually refilming this last section because in my original review, I didn't realize you could use the smart app to send you notifications when your tank got too hot or too cold. Once I discovered that and tested it out, it changed everything. I would give this Inkbird 308 Wi-Fi temperature controller a 4 out of 5 stars, and if we want to be cute about it, I'll say 4 out of 5 fish tanks. The reason I do take one fish tank off is because of my experience with the probe. But in order to get that 5th star, all Inkbird has to do is combine 2 of their products. They make another controller that's exactly like this that comes with an upgraded silicone dipped temperature probe that is also replaceable. So if they just take that model and add the Wi-Fi capability, this would be a slam dunk 5 fish tanks out of 5 fish tank insurance policy. So stay tuned because I bet you that within 6 months, Inkbird will combine those 2, and then you will have a really solid controller for only $50. Don't forget, I am going to be giving this one away. So for your chance to win this Wi-Fi temperature controller, subscribe down below, turn on those notifications. Also, head over to my Instagram and follow me at MyFirstFishTank. Happy reefing, everybody.